Hi friends and errants. Julia here, recording this on, when is it? September 16th, I think, 2022. And a lot of people get triggered easily these days. And one of the triggers I've noticed on this channel is using the term errant, the way Jason has coined that word as a noun to describe people with imagination, intuition, empathy, and truth seekers, basically. People who don't buy into the system and don't go along with it and kind of follow errant behavior in terms of the word's definition as a verb or adjective. But yeah, so people get really triggered by that and say that by even bringing up the term errant and discussing it, it's contributing to a cult. That Archaics is basically a cult. And if you look at definitions of cults, in some sense that's true, but so many other things are too. And the thing I see about the word errant, it's just a way to describe a group of people that are like-minded and like-hearted. It's just like saying hippie or truth seeker or numerous other terms, descriptions. So yeah, I don't know why people are so triggered by defining the word errant in terms of the way Jason defines it. Go, Biggie. I'm carrying an umbrella and I keep hitting the dogs when they walk behind me. But yeah, I really don't understand why that's so offensive, because it's just a term to describe particular behaviors, a new definition from the ones that have already been out there. So yeah, let me know what you think about it, and I already know that some people are offended by it. And the whole Archaics philosophy and teachings, and I guess it is a philosophy and a teaching in a way. And the way I see Jason, I don't see Jason, a lot of people see Jason as sinister and that he's criminal and he's a rapist and all these other things. And if you know his story, the only reason he's got put in prison was because he saved a woman's life, that his partner in crime was hinting at that he was going to kill this woman. You know, he was 17 years old. He got into a situation where they stole a car. The woman was in the car. His partner in crime did things with the woman, and Jason saw it was going to get even worse, and he drove to the police station. He decoyed his partner in crime to get out of the car and go purchase something for them to eat, something like that. He has this story in one of his videos, and drove to the police station. So, you know, that's the bottom line on what happened with Jason. And he was 17 years old when all this took place. Think about mistakes that we've all made in our youth. And yeah, and you can't just keep holding something over someone if they've gone past it, if they've rehabilitated and saw the errors in their way and, you know, have made things right. That's what we're supposed to do, you know. We have to forgive ourselves and forgive others too. So yeah, I just see Jason as a really unique individual that had a unique opportunity and a unique drive to learn. And he's found some really exciting information, and he just wants to share it with the world. And if people following him change that into some kind of cult, that's not Jason's doing. And I think most people that are following the Archaics research are kind of above the whole cult-minded mentality. You know, they're people who look into things. They don't just buy things because somebody fed it to them, told it to them. So many of the Archaics followers are people who listen to Archaics research, question a lot of what Jason says and don't agree with a lot of what Jason says, but they still want to hear what Jason has to say because he has some valuable information that nobody else out there really has. And if you're a truth seeker, then get my scarf. Then you'll want to hear all sides of all stories and discern what you think is true, what resonates with you, and investigate further in certain areas, etc., etc. And I know I don't feel like I'm in a cult, and I have been in a cult before, so I know what it feels like. If it's a real cult, they're wanting to control your life every single day and get as much money from you as they can. But I don't see Jason doing that at all. He's not trying to control anyone's life. He's just giving advice. And he's sharing some really cool information that he's discovered. I think it's really noble of him to do that. He could just keep that information to himself, share it with a few friends. But he's decided to embark on and sharing it with the world because he sees the importance of it. And if he's right about these things, if he's right about 2040, then I think most of us would agree that it's quite important to know about this stuff. And if he's wrong, he's wrong. You know, he won't be the first one who was wrong about the end of the world scenario. But time will tell. And there are a lot of amazing discoveries made through Archaics and a lot of pieces of the puzzle put together with the research. For me, it puts together all the anomalous things with architecture and the melted buildings and just all the destruction we see everywhere. That's not explained in the historical narrative that we get from the mainstream. So yeah, just all those things. Mud fossils, the vapor canopy explains so many things. So yeah, it explains a lot of things that are anomalous in our past that we're discovering that mainstream is hidden from us. So it's definitely worth, an open-minded look into. So yeah, and again, I don't know why the word errant and using it in the context that Jason has kind of coined the word to imply what it means and as a noun describing a group of people. If by defining that word makes the Archaics research and the people who listen to it a cult, I don't know. I guess that's a new definition of a cult. But, yeah. So let me know what you think about that. Alright, thanks for listening and have a good morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are. And remember to always focus on what you want. And always help others if you can. And I'll talk to you next time. Ciao, ciao.